This man right now, please welcome Joe Cardosi. How are y'all? You still with me? Does anyone want a dum-dum? I'm throwing it. I hope it doesn't. I'm sorry, I heard a woman. The exact opposite. I wanted to help. I was driving recently over here, and I was driving behind this car, and it had like a little Jesus fish sticker, like a little stick figure family on the back of the car, and they're very cute. And the license plate said J-I-S-L-O-R-D. J as Lord, Jesus is Lord, right? But I'm dumb, so I read it as Jizz Lord. And I didn't like correct it. I didn't like go like, oh, that means Jesus. I cut off a car to get next to him because I need to see what the Jizz Lord of the entire state of Louisiana looks like. There can only be 50 of them in the country when you think about it. It's pretty cool. I get next to it, it's this fucking raisinette of a woman. Had like the cotton top, you know, like the fucking post-eye surgery sunglasses she just wears forever. She wasn't looking at the road. She was... I was like, touche, just Lord. Made me look. This is a cool part of town. I usually dwell in the not so nice part of town. Like recently, you know, this is New Orleans. Like I caught a blowout. Instead of like grabbing my tire jack, I just started digging my own grave. That's enough out of me. I've had a good run. Jambalaya, jambalaya. I almost got stabbed by a turned-up hobo recently. That was cool. I was walking under the overpass with a lady friend, you know, and this guy was just like, I believe his words were, I was like, just keep moving. Those aren't words. They can't hurt us. Sticks and stones, you know? But for a guy that lived on garbage, he was very spry, and he started gaining on us. And he's just like, and like, she started to get scared, and I'm like, I got to address this somehow. How do you reason with this? So then my improv skills kicked in, you know? And I turned to him, and I was like, and he just went, all right, and just walked away. That's the thing, man, you just gotta speak their language, you know? I'm their emperor now. It happens to me all the time. Like, I was in a shady part of town, which is, you know, the whole town. And I was going to get money out of an ATM, and this guy just, like, slinks out of the darkness. He's like, hey! Don't go to that ATM, it's messed up. My goodness, it's been charging a fee but not dispensing cash. A gentleman with your similar predicament went about a block away, working just fine, fees only 99 cents. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, crack angel. Sure enough, as he was walking away, he goes, by the way, I got that cocaine! He thought he was shrinking into a portal. I didn't have the heart to tell him I could still see him because what he did was helpful. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have no right to judge him. I don't have any fucking useful life skills. That's why I'm here, you know, making 3 figures a year. Not trying to brag. Like, I trust you people. I'll tell you a little something about myself. I woke up screaming the other day because I realized I'm underqualified to do anything in this economy except lay face down alone in the forest until I become a skeleton. Working on it. I actually found this out. In the state of Louisiana, if you're HIV or AIDS positive, you have to legally tell your known sexual partners that you have it. If you don't, there's an agent of the government who tells people that you're HIV or AIDS positive on your behalf. It's like selling a car is a bummer job. But AIDS narc, that's gotta be, you know, the worst holiday job. My first job that I ever had, my introduction to the economy, if you will, I was 15 years old. I'm from this little bayou town called South Lafourche, and I used to dig graves back there. And it's much like here where people are buried mostly above ground, not below ground, right? So mostly I was like, you know, hosing off, like pressure washing graves, moving dead flowers, and the like. Every now and then I'd have to move somebody, but it was rare. And one day, I'm 15 years old, I'm about to move this guy from a third tier plot to a brand new family plot, and we go to pull him out, and his casket just falls and it shatters. And now his body's just out in the sun. And I didn't have a cell phone at 15, I'm kind of old. So we can't just fucking leave him here where everyone can see him. Let's pick him up, and then we'll put him in the hole where he belongs, and then we'll call someone that can help us. And I go to pick him up, and my thumb sank into his shoulder. And then I threw up into his dead face. I threw up through his dead face. If I can tell the story accurately, I don't want to lie to you people. The migrant worker who was helping me did not speak the same language, but he spoke the language that matters, the one of the heart, you know what I mean? And he saw what I was trying to communicate, you know? And he locked eyes with me and gave me a knowing nod, and then he threw up on the guy's feet. And then we shoved him in a hole, I guess forever, I don't know, never went back. Last day on that job. That was a terrible place to grow up. It's just this little racist, shitty, homophobic, just horrible little hometown. Like, if I were to describe it to you, if you've never been there, remember that racist cop that pulled a gun on Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood? There was a mural dedicated to that guy in the town square, which is a Walmart. Learned a lot about myself. Living there, though, I learned that shattering a beer bottle on a hissing possum's face, that's truly the song of the South. I learned about trickery. I remember they used to play this game down there where they'd be like, 5 favorite books, name them! It's a trick question. You're supposed to be like, none, I'm not a pussy! Or they'll throw rocks at you. But I would start to answer and I'd have to catch myself and fit in. So I'm like, 5 favorite books, the Bible, Holy Bible, King James Bible, The Blind Side. Walk away. I remember getting stopped in school, people like, bro, fucking Mexicans are taking all the American jobs, once the Mexicans are taking the fucking robots doing. Once the robots are made in Mexico, bro, turn off the lights, we're punks. Like, thanks, the principal. I played Jesus in the Passion Play there in 6th grade, and I just moved from Alabama to there. So it was extra, like I'm 12 years old, I'm having to wear a tunic, that's awkward. And then I'm having to deliver lines still with the accent, like, take this bread and eat it! It's the body of the everlasting covenant, fucking roll time. They used cocktail sauce as blood on me. Like, I don't know if they were trying to haze me because I'm from a different state, you know? I think they just like their Jesus spicy in South Louisiana, which I appreciated immediately. That's why I stayed here. I was already like a tiny atheist at that point. Like, I didn't really believe in God. And I'm not one of these prick atheists who gets militant about it. I don't give a shit what anyone believes. You just believe what you believe. I don't care. And for me, it was no great thing that made me that way. I remember, clear as day, I was in 6th grade. I was eating what I thought were chicken nuggets. Turned out to be fried okra, and God was dead. That's it. Sometimes it's simple. Actually, you know what? I started to believe again, and then I couldn't beat Zangief on Street Fighter 2. That's probably all a lie. This was also, you could never say that out loud down there. Like, it was the type of place where if you just told someone the plain fact that Jesus didn't speak English, someone would fight you. Like, you're just like, you know, Jesus didn't speak English, that didn't exist back then. Like, what? You fucking art school pussy piece of shit! I worked too hard to hear this from you, you Obama MySpace supporter, fucking Depeche Mode listening, eating salad at the croutons, I'm not getting back, pussy piece of shit! Rips off his work shirt, there's another work shirt underneath it. These colors don't run, piping company LTD. This ain't a beer gut, it's a fuel tank for denying the Holocaust. I agree with your platform, the mayor. I remember trying to fit in, as every young man did over there. When I was 17 years old, I would go around to all the jukeboxes and the bars. I would play No Doubt's I'm Just a Girl 17 times in a row. And then walk around trying to pick a fight with whoever played this pussy shit. Or like a dream. I had to get a new cell phone recently because I had smashed mine because I was sick of hearing it ring. And the guy who sold me the phone had what I'm pretty sure was Tourette's syndrome, but like he didn't curse when he had his tics. It was like he was waking up from a terrible nightmare the whole time. That was his thing. So like to describe it to you, he was like, yeah, no, this is the 5. This is the 5C. It's got a plastic back, about the same guts as your phone. You can also get the 5S. You know, if you want something a little more sturdy. It's got a metal back, a little faster. Your usage varies, you know. Jesus. I was like, don't put this guy in a customer service position and then put all the onus of being cool about it on me. Because now I gotta pretend like I don't notice it as he's shrieking into infinity. It's like, oh, it's very good. He's like singing along to whatever's on the fucking store speaker, thinking that like takes the focus on it, but he just put a giant spotlight on his condition, like, wake me up before you go. Hanging on like. I don't think it was something like that, sir. I wanted to ask to see the manager. I was like, what the fuck are you doing putting this guy in my face? Like, have him stop phones or whatever. Is it just to prove how open-minded you are? You know, or like prove that your hiring practices are cool? And I was like, maybe the manager's just way worse off and doesn't even understand that this is a problem. Just imagine like a manager comes out, he probably has like a parasitic twin hanging from his side, just dressed in doll clothes. Start to react. Lock him into a contract. So I didn't ask to see the manager. I mowed right through it. And then I thought, you know what, maybe this guy doesn't even have Tourette's. Maybe, sometimes just being sane and conscious in the year 2015 is fucking terrifying. And maybe he's just expressing that, you know? Maybe he's just programming my phone thinking this device that I'm going to sell this poor bastard under the guise of constant connectivity is actually going to make it less available. He's never going to call anyone. He's going to be texting them. He's going to have problems keeping up with people. He's going to be this horrible human avatar of humanity that barely represents himself anymore. And everything he ever creates can be wiped away with one server crash. Just 1 and 0s. Just 1 and... Maybe that's the most honest guy I've ever met. Maybe we should all be doing that. Guys, I'm Joe Cardosi. That's been a lot of fun. Give it up for Howlin Wolf.